Yay! Hello, YouTube. So, guys, we are live now and we can start. Okay. So, first of all, I would like to know if there is anyone here for the first time and don't know how TNT works. So, Iris, it's your first time here?
Hello. No, it's my three time.
All right. Okay. So, welcome to my meeting. And I hope you enjoy it today. So I'm introducing myself for you guys, for those who don't know me. My name is Marise, as you can see here, and I'm 28. I live in Rio de Janeiro, and I work with social media. You know, I work with digital marketing, and I love this topic. So because that, I bring that to discuss to you guys. And okay, so let me see. Chris Lana, how are you today, Chris? Oh, sorry, guys. My cell phone.
Hi, I just left my Spanish class at school, and it's my last week studying high school. So on Friday, I finished my high school.
Oh, really? Yay! Congrats, girl. So, guys, we are 11 here. We are 11 person here, and I will split in small rooms. Okay, that's why the conversation will be more comfortable for everyone. Okay, so I will send the questions here for you. So tell me, as you can you see the questions? Yeah, okay. Okay, guys. So hello, Miriam. How are you today?
Oh, thank you. It's good.
It's your first time here?
With you, yes, but not
Oh.
on in Aprendi.
Oh, okay. So welcome to my meeting. I hope you enjoy it today. Okay. So I'm just splitting you in small rooms. Let me see. 3 rooms is okay, okay. And yeah, so guys, 1 room will stay here with me, okay? Let me see. Perfect. So please be polite in each room, okay? Respect each other's, and if you have some problems, so clicking the button X for help, okay? And see you soon, guys. Just accept the invitation. If you don't have the invitation, it's because you stay here with me. Okay. Great, guys. So who here with me is Angel, Jessica, Samia, and Thais. Yeah. So Iris, do you have the invitation? Okay. So guys, let's start introducing ourselves, okay? So Thais, could you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Thais. I'm 24 years old. I'm São Paulo, capital, and I'm here for improve my English. That's it.
Okay, perfect. And what about you, Jessica?
Hey guys,
Hey, Jessica, could you introduce yourself for us?
so I'm Jessica. I'm 18 years old. So I finished my high school in beginning of this year. So I'm here to practice my English. I'm from Belém, do Pará, North. And long time no see you, Marise. So that is it, guys.
Yeah, Jessica, long time didn't see you too. I'm happy to see you today.
Me too.
Great. What about you, Angel? Could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, for sure. So, hello, my name is Edu Miller. I am 32 years old. I'm from Goiânia, live in Campinas. I'm geologist, and that's all.
Okay, great. And you, Samia?
Hi everyone, my name is Samia from Teresina, Piauí. I'm a history teacher and I'm really happy to be back to your meetings, Marise. And that's it.
Yeah, a long time I didn't see you too. I miss you, Samia. So guys, there are more people coming and I will split you in other rooms. So Luis, could you introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, Marise, and hi, everyone. Nice to meet you all. I'm Luis, and I live in São Luís, Maranhão, and I'm here to practice English with you all. Thank you.
Great, Luis. So thank you for coming, guys. And now we can start. Okay. So Fernanda, I will send you to room number 3. Okay. And guys, question number 1 is, how often do you check your social media? Yeah. So Samia, what about you?
Nowadays, once in a while, I don't have curiosity to check all the time, but I used to check a lot of times when I was a teenager, when I was just find out how the social media works. So, but this has changed a lot, and nowadays, just once in a while.
Okay. You can control yourself. I'm not. So, Endo, what about you?
Yeah, I check my social media all the time. Unfortunately, I can't control. It's very hard. It's stronger than me. So, and nowadays, I'm connecting all the medias and at the same time. So, when something appear on social media, then other appear as well. And it's very bad for me. Actually, even because I'm working a lot and receiving a lot of emails, for example. So I see the mails and I check the social media at the same time. So I cannot split the things. I'm trying to do that, but it's hard.
Yeah, I know that. I know it's hard too. So, Thais, and you?
I'm checking one time a week. Normally on Saturdays. That's it.
Oh, just on weekends. Oh my gosh. You can control yourself too. Okay. What about you, Luis?
From my side, I usually check it out every day. I can't live without checking it. It's like I have to go, for example, to Instagram because I like, for example, to watch all the videos that the people launched on the reels, and also, for example, I use LinkedIn every day because I like to see all the content that people post there. And I think it is useful because you can connect with people, you can talk to them, and also you can learn from them because some of them, put a little bit of effort, to create a content that can grab, people attention. And I am one of them, who like to read, to keep up with the trends. That's why I think I need to check it out every day.
Yeah, okay. And I'm the same. I check every day, guys, not just because I work with that, but because I like it. It's a kind of a habit and a hobby too, and we become a little addicted, and I know that. So, hey, Felipe, could you
Hello.
introduce yourself
Yes, sure.
and answer the question number one?
Yes, okay. Thank you very much. Yes, my name is Felipe, and I'm originally from São Paulo, but right now I'm living in Florianopolis. And so, guys, it's a pleasure to be here. Let's answer the question. Right now, this question here, it's about social media, right? Let me open
Yeah,
the chat box.
yeah.
How often do you check your social media? Actually, yes. Wow, that's every 30 minutes. Because I work with it, so it's important for my job, for my profession. And yes, unfortunately, there's no other way. I've got a friend that he doesn't have social media, and yes, it's so hard to talk to him. And sometimes when I need, I have to send an email to access, and then he never know the time exactly when you're gonna talk. So it's for networking. Social media now is what we use for communication globally.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And we are discussing about it. There are a lot of questions about it. And question number two, guys, is how is social media used in everyday life, in our routine? How is that? So, Angel, could you answer that first? Oh, I forgot. I believe the Angel is frozen. Yeah. Okay. So, Thais, could you answer that first for us?
Yes. um, in my life, don't is how can I say útil.
Useful? Yeah, I believe so.
Useful. I'm not used for nothing. Is more
Really?
a hobby. That's it.
All right. Yeah, you are the person. It's very control yourself to be addictive, on social media. Okay. And you, Samia?
Oh, social media is used for doing many things, to sell products. People use social media to share their lives, personal life, to meet new people. Yeah, I think it's incredible, because at the beginning, when the social media um, got really popular here, at the beginning when everything started, um, people didn't use to, to do things they are using right now, like sell products. It was just something that you can make friends and talk to other people. But throughout the years, it turns like a place when you can make money. I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, exactly. That is the point. It's for me, it's not just a habit, but it's a way to work with that, and express yourself too, I believe. So, Angel, what about you?
Well, nowadays I changed a lot my social media, so I try to follow pages that provide me some information about the thing that I'm developing, my area, or for example, social projects, for example, science, and I try to change that kind of thing. You know, I was using the social media only for silly things in the past, but nowadays, you know, that social media informed me a lot, and yeah, that's important. And sometimes I always knowing something new, you know, on the social media, because something new appear, for example, in science, and I have, you know, have the quickly contact, you know, and I can do that or try or something, you know, have the connect, and yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I was surfing on social media, I I I I check a lot of tips, you know, that I will do next day or other day. Yeah, great. And Jessica, what about you?
Social media is very useful for so many different things in my life. Useful for makeup, new projects to study, for exam. My teachers are send me a PDFs for WhatsApp, um, slides, and something like that. And watch a new lessons about different subjects, geography, philosophy, biology, you know. That's very important for me because I'm not a person to study a book, a physical book, but I prefer online and social media, in the subscribe a new channels, talk to my teachers, explanation subjects or questions if I have. So that's it.
I'm so happy to hear that, you know, because a person can study with social media. Yeah, it's very nice, Jessica. And you, Felipe?
Exactly. Yes, everybody said good points, nice points about social media. Just taking out of the aspect that we can get addicted to that, there are many beneficials, such as because this pandemic time, we know that's not possible presential lessons. So a lot of people now, they are studying, they are getting information from social media. There is YouTube that it's videos for free. So there is youtube.edu that's proper for education. So you, of course, there are many fake news, much fake news everywhere. But I mean, this YouTube education, they check the videos. Okay, so and you can see the information. You can study for ENEM there. You can study for vestibular on that platform because they have well recognized teachers, very nice teachers there.
Oh, very nice tip, Felipe. So, send to us on chat this website
Yes,
or
it's
Instagram.
YouTube do. Yes, it's like
Oh,
that.
okay. Oh, okay. Thank you for the tip.
Mhm.
And you, Luis, how is social media used every day for life?
Um, I think everyone here has mentioned, you know, as Philip said, good points here, and I tend to agree with you all. It's like from what I have been noticing, social media, uh, you know, has been used, for example, for advertisements. Like when I go to my Instagram, and when I see, for example, the stories, it's like a huge amount of advertisements, you know, popping up on my, you know, cell phone screen all the time. And that is a good strategy, not only for big companies, but also for small and medium, you know, business. Uh, and also, I do agree with Zamia. You know, social media today is used to, you know, to make connection with people, um, to encourage them, you know, to use, you know, digital tools to be a content creator, for example, to show their lifestyles. You know, there are a bunch of things that people are doing today, you know, on social media. And of course, as Philippe, you know, just said to us, we can become addicted to it if you do not control it. You know? But in a nutshell, it's you know it's been used to make connection, to grow a business or to do business, you know, to sell things, to create videos, and it's like lose, you know, like lose the fear of being, you know, judged by people. It also is used like that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you resume everything, and I totally agree with that. So, guys, and question number 3 is, how long does the average person spend on social media per day? You know, you can say what you think, you know, like how many hours do you think not you, or not just you, okay, we are discussing here, but what do you think the other persons spend time on social media? So, Jessica, what do you think?
In my case, to be honest, on 3 hours per day, and my young sister 4 hours per day, especially YouTube and Google, it's platforms, and Instagram. I guess my classmates used to uh, uh so afternoon, that is it, because that's so many useful, and the others interesting. That's so many, a lot of things, funny, interesting, knowledge, you know. I love their canal in YouTube channel on TED Talks. It's a great channel. It's an amazing channel. So about new topics, discuss about biology, society. Um, I don't know, can I say intelligence artificial in English, and the other things.
Yeah, you can say artificial intelligence, I think is that. Oh, or
I guess
AI.
yes. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know answer, but I don't know. I'm not sure about it, but I guess.
No problem. Okay, no problem. So, Thais, what about you?
I'm at work. I spend my time with emails, 10 hours per day. And after working 1 hour, I'm exhausted after. That's it.
Yeah, I understand. But you just only email 10 hours in front of computer?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's so hard. Okay. And what about you, Samia?
Well, I don't have this information, but as I said before, I'm not a kind of person who spends a lot of time on social media, but I do spend a lot of time in front of my computer, but doing other stuff, you know, studying English a lot. So reading articles, reading books, watching movies and series on Netflix. Yeah, so that's how I have spent my time in front of my computer, not on social media, but doing other stuff.
Yeah, okay. And in my case, guys, I think I already know because my phone they show me, my phone show me the time that I spend on my phone, my phone, I don't know you get that. And one day I show a message for me like, oh, your time your time is so loud to spend on your phone, like I think it was 2 hours more than I usually do, And oh my gosh, this week I spent a lot of surfing on social media and sometimes doing nothing, just watching funny videos and something like that. And yeah, I believe the average person spends on social media like 10 hours. I already watched some documentary about it, and I I believe it was about Japan. A lot of people with cell phone, like, oh, I'm going to take a shower and with the cell phone in the hand, Yeah, I don't know the name of this documentary, but I already watched that, and it was so interesting to watch that and think about it, because oh my gosh, I'm not so addicted to take my phone to the shower, and oh yeah, I think there is a balance, we need to take this balance, yeah. And let me see, Felipe, what about
Yeah.
you?
Yes, so I have no information about how long, normally people spend on social media. But about myself, yes, I guess I watch I use it many times during the day. That's it's very common. Because what everybody said, we there is the information, the knowledge, and by the fact that we are in a pandemic time as well. So as you said, especially in Asian countries, they have this actually virtual reality. Actually, they have a nice internet, right, connection that, especially in Japan, I've heard about it, and they prefer sometimes, yes, to spend their time in the house, yes, just online, and so they are more. It's different. It's a different culture, different behavior. That's what I miss, right? Actually, because if you realize that when I used, like when I was a child, I used it to play outside. But nowadays we don't see kids anymore playing outside. At least where I live, the area that I am here, I never seen kids playing outside, and that's one thing that is very, in my opinion, I guess that's why our soccer team is so disappointed because maybe
Really?
in the past we had players such as Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and they didn't have these cell phones, this, and so they just played soccer all day long. So that's why they became so great in what they do.
Yeah, I get your point, and I agree with that, like, but I believe that it depends on the place, like in the city, it's so difficult to see people, kids, playing at the street, but if you were like in other neighborhoods, here in Rio de Janeiro, actually, uh, there are some kids, playing on the street with balls, soccer, and yeah, but totally, I agree with that social media changed this, changed a lot of this. And to you, Luis?
That's a hard question, because I do not have data, available, to take into account that. Um, but I do believe that for those who live in a world that is digitally connected, they spend a lot of time, on social medias, for example, like you just mentioned that Japanese, may spend, a lot of time on social medias because they live in the world that everything is digitally done. They are digitally connected, as that's the way, they have chosen to live in. That's why, speaking of Brazil or people, like me, it is hard, to answer this question precisely because I do not control the time that I spend, on social media, and I haven't read any paper or even watched, something on internet that is, related to this topic. That's why I think it's a little bit tough, to answer this question. But I do believe they spend, as you just mentioned, 5 hours, 6 hours a day on social media, because I think it's almost impossible, to live in the world. Of course, if we are speaking of people who use social medias for business, I think they spend 10 hours, a day, because they needed to, to make money. They needed to sell. But apart from that, if we are, taking into consideration people who do not make business online, I think they spend an average of 5 hours a day.
Okay, yeah. Actually, with person who works with social media spend a lot of time,
Yeah.
like sometimes I can't watch my cell phone, because I'm so tired. Okay, and Angel, did you answer that? No?
No, but I can be brief. I think more than 6 or 7. For example, I have the same rating on my cell phone, that you have, that provide me that information about the average that I spend my cell phone. It's around 5 hours per day, but I keep my day alone, all my day in front of my computer. So I consider that time is not accounted, on that time. So I think more than 8, unfortunately more than 8, checking a lot, checking randomly, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes, and so on and so on.
Yeah, and some messages that we have, a message, and 1 second, other message, it's horrible. Okay, so I will skip some questions, okay, guys? And let me see question. Yeah. Okay, question number 7. How does social media influence our experience of hobbies? It's like it's a new hobby. Social media is kind of a new hobby. Like I remember about TikTok. Like nowadays everyone is dancing. And I'm terrified to dancing and to do that things like TikTok. But it's so interesting to understand that I believe the way that we are changing, like because social media it's for me, it's a new hobby, but not for me, like I'm doing that, but I'm noticed that other people is changing they habits, And let me see, Luis, what do you think about that? Do you agree with that? So,
oh my gosh, what is the question that we are discussing?
Sorry, it's the question number 7. How does social media influence our experience of hobbies?
Oh my gosh, that's hard. Influence my hobbies. Oh my gosh, I don't know for sure. Maybe I am kind of influenced by what people are watching or doing. It's like, okay, maybe it's like, for example, when I see someone, for example, doing something that um, that I that I that I think, that I may enjoy doing it in the future or doing it in a short time. I may try, to experience that, and it may become, a hobby, because like when I see, for example, someone, posting a great video on Instagram or on YouTube, and and all of a sudden I think maybe this, can work for me. I should give it a try, and this may become a hobby, a new hobby for me. That's the way. I don't know if I am answering the question, because for me it's hard to realize when I'm being like incentivized, to do something, or influenced, to change my mind in order to follow a certain group, or to feel that I make part of a certain group, And I can say that social media today play a huge role, when it comes down to changing the way that we judge things, the way that we think, you know. If the question that you just asked me is all about that, maybe I am in the right way.
Yeah, you answer that, I get your point. You say that, yeah, of course, and social media can influence our habits, can influence our hobbies, there are a lot of like videos that we are watching, and we influenced by them, because we need to do the same, to become part of society, like that. So what about you, Thais? What do you think about the question number 7?
It's hard, but I don't like to follow the fashion. I don't like I don't like to do what everything is doing. That's it.
Okay, but about other persons, do you agree that social media changed the hobbies,
Yes, because so many people it's influenced for the social media, and to follow the life, the influencers, the costumes. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. And you, Samia?
About the question, I just want to share an information that came to my mind when you talked about the TikTok dances. That remind me about a video that I watched, people showing us how a dança da festa junina would it be after the pandemic, without the traditional moves, but with the TikTok's move it, so that I think this is a good example of you were talking, and just give you guys another example. I think social media has been influenced our life in many ways, I think we are all the time, doing something. Not all the time, but sometimes we kind of do something, thinking of, oh, I'm gonna post this, I'm gonna post that, and I think sometimes we do our things, our hobbies, thinking about posting and sharing with our friends on social medias.
Yeah, I agree with that, Sonia. And you, Andrew, what do you think about this question?
Oh, I don't think I agree. Now, of course, I think the social media change our habits a lot. But in terms of to become a hobby, I don't know, because I don't know, the question that intrigues me is that what hobby is supposed to do? You're supposed to take your hobby seriously or just to relax. You can make money with your hobbies or not. We have a lot of questions about that, So, for example, sometimes I see a lot on social media, the people posting a lot, their habits are doing something like that. But I think it's very superficial because I think the hobby, it's necessary to have more focus and concentrating, even to become a hobby, because, we do not do that to, how can I explain, to feed yourself, you do just to show, and all the things become very silly and full because you do just to show. I'm gonna dance just to show. I'm gonna, doing anyway, doing something that just to appear on social media.
Have more
So,
followers.
Yeah, have more followers. It's not because it's important. If you want to improve something that's good,
It's like,
and
Wendell, it's like an attention-seeking behavior.
yeah, it's something very, but I don't know, it's my perception, but I really don't know. It's a very good question. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Of course, the social media changed a lot of our habits. Changed my habit a lot as well.
Yeah, I get your point. It's difficult to affirm that it's a hobby. Like, oh, music, it's my hobby. Watch a movie, it's a hobby. But social media, it's more that, because there are a lot of negative things and positive things, but depends the way that you spend your time. You waste your time. You waste your time, or something like that.
And it's funny because even here, we told a lot of you talked a lot about, oh, I use the Instagram to see information, to see a lot of good things, so nobody use the full way. I think the most part of the people using this social media just to doing nothing. So yeah, that's that's very funny.
Yeah, exactly. So, Felipe, what do you think about this question?
Yes, that's, in my opinion, actually, yes, let me think about it. Because, yeah, what you're saying, it's like we cannot deny this influence, like in our behavior, right? Because right now we are on this platform talking on Zoom, thanks for the social media, right? Because we get to know about TNT because we were on social media. Yes. So we become part of it, right? Even though we are influenced, yes. But I mean, yes, that's I guess I agree with what Endo said, that no, it's superficial after you just post something just to show off. But if you're trying to teach someone, right, trying to motivate someone or help some way, right, I guess, yes, that's what Because actually it's this, right? The social media, we have friends from other countries, we can socialize. People has this need of like getting in touch with the family members by social media. Yeah, so if you put like the balance, yes, that's the best actually that we can have for technology, because now we are far away from each other and we are having this meeting. So I'm very thankful for these opportunities, right, that the technology is giving us. But at the same time, you need to be careful, yes, because there's only benefits. We have to see always there are the two sides of the coin. There's the good side and the bad side. In my opinion, the bad side, it's this: people are becoming addicted and they don't know how to socialize. They don't know how to behave anymore. They have this the they are blocking people, right? Like just because they expect people be, I don't know, because in social media everything is so beautiful. Yes, everything is like the best picture you put on your Facebook. Everybody's happy, and so you need to be careful that this can influence your emotions, because you live in this reality. It's virtual reality that's different from the reality. Yes.
Yeah, and other negative point that I can add is like uh, we in some point we stop to enjoy it, to use social media, and that's why it's a hobby, can be a hobby, but after using a lot, after do just because other people are doing, we I don't know, we stop to enjoy that journal, like it's something like that.
You know what
So
is, speaking of social media, yesterday I saw a post on LinkedIn that in USA now people will be able to use TikTok as a resume. It's like there will be some companies that will use TikTok as a tool to select people. So how come?
like to work, something like that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
People will have the chance, to create and record a video on TikTok, and then a recruiter will see the video and evaluate if a person have the potential to hold a certain position. So how come if it is on TikTok, maybe in maybe not 5 years or 5 years or so, this may come to Instagram.
Oh my
Instead of
gosh, I
people,
didn't know that. I will search
yes,
about that. It's so interesting. Yeah, maybe it's something to evaluate your creativity. Some.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
yes.
very point. Great point, Luis. Thank you to sharing that. And hello, guys. Everyone is back, and I would like to know how was the conversation in your room. Hey, Angelo, how was the conversation?
The conversation was pretty good.
Oh, great. And did you answer all the questions?
No,
Okay.
someone is listening.
Oh, okay. Okay, great to know. Thank you, Angelo. And let me see. Iris, how was the conversation for you?
It was very nice for me, talking to different peoples and 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 listen your opinions about the questions.
Oh, great. And Let me see. How long does the average you spend on social media? You know, how long time you spend on social media?
Me?
It's for you. Yeah, it's for you.
A lot of time, all day.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, what about you, Diego? How was the conversation? How do you use social media?
It was very good. We talk about a lot of different topics. We answer something 5 questions, but these 5 questions, the answers was so good, and I'm how can I say, I learn a lot with the girls. I'm just one man in 4 girls on on breakout room. We talk about that Brazil, we are the second country in the world that used most, with the most used time on the social media. I'm just few days ago, I'm reading a social media report, global report, that big techs like a Facebook and Google, they pay to one agency, English, a British agency. The name is We Are Social, and all years these agents make one very good report about digital internet use on the world. Not something for social media, but in all platforms. And in Brazil, you are the second country on time spent on social media. The people use it a kind of 7 hours a day, something on Facebook, for example. Uh, and I use it a lot. I think that's because I use it to study, I use it to work, but I waste a lot of time on that. Yeah, for me, it's very important to reduce this use it, with more self knowledge, self control, and self policy in my way on the that on my use it on this social media. Yeah?
Yeah, great tips that you bring to us. Good information to know that. Yeah. Thank you, Diego. And what about you, Fernanda? How was the conversation for you?
It was amazing. We discussed about social media and how can affect us and bad side or in a good side. You know, sometimes we are anxious, compare each other with the lives and people on the internet, or we can use social media for study, for work, like LinkedIn. And yeah, it's a very good conversation.
And how long time do you spend on social media?
I think 4 hours per day or more.
4? Yeah. Me too. I know that.
Yeah, I'm shocked when I see on the app how much time I spent.
Yeah. Thank you, Fernanda. And you, Dalmo, how was the conversation for you? Oh, you are muted.
Sorry. It was great. We talk a lot about different opinions. And I have a doubt. YouTube is a social media? I don't know.
Actually, yeah, it's a platform to watching videos, you know. So, yeah, you can say that, but social media usually is like when you can interaction direct with other persons, you know, like TikTok, Instagram. You can talk with them and change message in the same time, you know.
Hey, Maris, but tell me, what about when someone guys alive?
Yeah, there is a chat now, you know. It's a chat. Yeah, okay, you can say, but if you study like
Yeah,
digital marketing, we learned that, it's a video platform, something like that.
I totally agree with you, Mari. It's Dalmo, it's a platform streaming videos, but the way that this platform was building, it's a kind of a social media tool. Yeah, you can use it, for example, stories. That's a short videos. You can use it, the chat and the share. Uh, I think that's this. How can I say? The main use it's for streaming, but people use it how social media too.
Yeah, it's a way to create a community too,
Yeah,
so
to
on
create a community.
YouTube.
That's a very direct goal to YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. So Damo, continue. Sorry.
No, because I don't know, all my time, that my free time I spend on YouTube. I don't use too much the classical social medias as Instagram or TikTok. Maybe WhatsApp is a social media, so
Yeah.
so I use WhatsApp and YouTube.
Okay, great.
But
And you spend
I used to see, as we are talking, the good side of the social media, because when you are talking about it, you usually choose to talk about the bad side of social media, and I think there is a lot of good sides that usually we don't discuss too much.
Yeah, exactly. There is negative points and positive points about every platform, and but the way that we use is to learn with that, and that's why I bring social media in these topics, because maybe we are like changing our habits, we are changing our hobbies because social media, and there are a lot of bad points in that, but there are a good point too, like a lot of people can work with social media nowadays, it's a way to work with that, and but it's a way to compare yourself with others, compare your life. It's a bad thing, and the way that we spend, we don't actually, we need to be careful to not waste time, we need to use our time in a good way. Okay. Yeah. So guys, our time is ending, and I sent to you on chat the feedback link. So please, that, answer for me and tell me other topics that we can discuss here. Okay. And if you like this conversation, the positive points, or you don't like it, no problem. Okay. So thank you so much to stay here with me until now. And I hope to see you soon. Okay? Have a wonderful week for you guys.
Thank you.
So
Bye-bye.
much.
Thank you, Mari. Thank you, Mari. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye bye. See
Bye
you
bye,
soon.
guys.
Thanks.